Witnesses report that Mom was crazy as a rat in the henhouse. While I'm working on getting the press ready, I could really use your help. Could you go out and collect some stories for the first edition? I have a list of people who have been affected by super mutants and want to give them the chance to have their voice heard throughout the Commonwealth. What do you say?
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
Oh, great! This will really help me out. This is a list of people that I need you to interview.
Tale of misery and woe. That Alyssa woman told me someone would come to hear all the grisly details, and I figured it must be you.
I appreciate you telling me all of this. I know it's difficult.
Well, dear, it all started when our trading caravan stopped for the evening at one of those small outposts. I can't remember which one now. You see, my two sisters and my brother were all that was left of our family, and we had finally found safety with the caravan. Sometimes it was hard work, but it was ours. And up until then, it was safe. So anyway, we set up camp, and old Ralphie the guard set up his usual watch for the night. I'm not really sure what happened, but we were woken up by this almighty sound of something very heavy being pounded into the ground. We were all woke up, and I grabbed my old trusty rifle, ready to address whatever shenanigans were. When I went to look for poor Ralphie, all I found was a pile of blood and guts, and those big green buggers were upon us. Well, I pulled up my rifle, took a bead on the big, mean-looking one, and my gun jammed. And I couldn't get it to release. The gun jamming like that sent me into shock. So I pulled over and ran like hell over the hill and down to the river. When it was all over, I snuck back to see how bad it was. There was no one left standing. My poor brother and my two sisters were lying on the ground with their necks broken. Like discarded dolls from some poor child's playground. As there wasn't anything left for me, I came here. Oh God. Just thinking about it makes me sick again. Please go. I need to be alone some.
Hi.
Oh. Are you here about the muties? Did Alyssa send you?
Sounds pretty bad.
Oh. Well, it was like this. We had things pretty good. Mom and Dad had found us a nice apartment that wasn't too damaged, and, we had a good setup. We had raided the other apartments and managed to scrape up everything we needed, but it didn't last long. One day, my friend and I were on lookup in a boarded-up old grocery store. We were just sitting there when, I don't know, 10 of those mutant bastards just walked up to the front door of the block and just smashed it in like it was a piece of paper. I panicked because I had to warn Mom and Dad. There's no way I was gonna sneak past 10 angry muties. I bolted up the fire escape, but when I got to the window of our apartment, I could hear the horrible bellowing and roaring coming from our living room. I saw my parents ripped apart. I mean, how does that happen? It's burned into my brain. I close my eyes at night, and it all plays out like some horror show. Over and over and over again. Been living on the streets ever since then. Jet helps with the thoughts sometimes. Anyways, I better get back to my hole before someone steals it. Make sure people know about this.
Excuse me.
What do you want? You look like one of them weak city slickers trying to grease up a broken old man. Did that Alyssa girlie send you?
Yes. You have information I need.
Well, you see, my old lady and me were sitting pretty with a working farm. It wasn't anything fancy, but it produces a solid crop, and we were able to make a decent living. Well, one day, out of nowhere, 3 of them big green mutant buggers come charging through the orchard. They start destroying the place. Now, the missus, not being backward about coming forward, you know, she charges up and confronts the head bastard. Without blinking an eye, that bastard swings his giant club and takes my poor wife's head clean off like it was some 4th of July pumpkin. I saw all this as I was walking back from the neighbors. Seeing as I couldn't help her anymore, well, I ran and hid till they finished their terrible business. I mean, he just killed her without saying a word. They're just monsters. We need to eradicate the bloody lot of them. Well, I hope you got what you came for. Please, let me be now. This talk has not done me well.
Excuse me.
Oh, great, you're back. How did you go with the interviews?
Finally got them all. Here.
Well, it can't be easy. Here's payment for your trouble. Thanks to your reporting, I now have enough for the first edition. Come back at the end of the day and I should have it printed. This is going to be big. But I might need a power nap. Oh, hey! Thanks to your efforts, I have now produced the very first edition of Voice of the Commonwealth. Here is your official copy. Pretty impressive, huh? Listen, I'm already working on the second edition. You know, strike while the iron is hot and all that. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to introduce you to Jeff. He's my editorial assistant. He moved into Concord a few days ago and has agreed to work on the paper with me.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I've agreed to help Alyssa with the, paper. Yeah.
While you were roaming the Commonwealth, I was hoping you could help Jeff source some more stories for me for the second edition. What do you say?
I think it's a great idea.
That is fantastic. We have a couple more people who have had some real bad experiences. Just help Jeff capture the stories and bring them back so that we can come out of the gate strong with the second edition. Oh, this next edition is going to be so great. I just know. I can't wait to see what you both dig up.
Hello, my name's Dahlia. Are you the reporter my mom says to tell the story of the green goobers to?
Oh, hi. My name is Jeff, and we're here to... Wait, how old are you?
I'm 7, but I'll be turning 8 soon. Mom says if I'm good, I can have one of those robot ponies. There's a girl that makes them.
Oh, really? Well, that sounds cool, but, back to the story. What can you tell us about these... What did you call them? Green goobers?
Yeah, big green goobers. I saw one the other day when I was playing on the swings.
And what did this big green goober do?
He was walking past and he smashed my trolley. It was a special one that Dad built for me for the races. I was so mad.
Oh dear, that must have been terrible. And then what did he do? Did he hurt you? Did he come after you? Did he try and hit you with his club?
No, he just kept walking. Anyway, my mom says I shouldn't talk to strangers for too long. So, I better go inside. Bye-bye.
Commonwealth Police Patrol. For any crime reports, complaints, applications, or bounty please see one of our senior officers.
Hey, I'm Phil. You must be the reporters here to hear about my brush with death.
Yeah, that's right. We need you to, tell us in great detail of what happened when you, what happened to you?
Well, let me tell you, it's all water under the bridge now. I was working on a broken toilet in the West Everett estate back when it was a working settlement.
You were fixing toilets. Oh, please, go on.
Yes, sir. I was up to my arm in last night's dinner, if you catch my drift, when I heard this god-awful ruckus coming from the other end of the street.
Well, that must have been horrible.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure which was worse, but anywho, those muty monsters absolutely tore the place up. They were putting the hurt on anyone they could get their hands on.
Wow. Gosh, what did you do then?
Well, it just so happened that when I tried to get the hell out of Dodge, my arm got jammed in the S-bend. And I was stuck in the damn toilet paper controllers all over.
Oh my God.
After a few hours, when all the noise settled down, I was finally able to ease my arm out and I managed to sneak off under the cover of darkness. God knows how I managed to avoid them, but I did.
Wow. That was really a unique story. We sure are glad you survived and could share such an experience with our readers. Thank you for your time. This will definitely feature in the next edition of Voice of the Commonwealth.
Excuse me.
Oh, wow. You sure work fast. How did you and Jeff go with the interview?
Wasn't easy, but I found some. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, it was tough, but we all got them. Here. The one with the young girl might need some, editing, but it's all there.
Oh, I see. I think we can turn it into something usable. Might need some creative headlines to make the stories pop. Oh, before I forget, here's your payment for looking after Jeff. If you come back in the next couple of hours, I can give you an early pressing of the second edition. Bye for now.